Hello and welcome to Legendary Pilots, a retro game from Microprose. Yes, I've already done a bit of tuition, navigation and flying the circuit and stuff. I've selected my crew and now I've been allowed to fly routes. I don't want to fly routes in Northwest Pacific, I'm going to do Europe, being as how I'm from Europe and everything. What routes have we got? AVG to NIC. What could that be? Apparently it's Sunday, April the 7th, 1986. Anyway, we're going to journey of 420 kilometres. We're going to go. Alright, this is all new. Well, these are all the people getting on. 10 passengers on board, distance 419 kilometres from AVG to NIC. So anyway, there's my crew. There's my pilot, co-pilot, stewardess and stewardess. Well, we don't call them stewardess now. We call them cabin wallers, trolley dollies. We don't call them that really. I'm using an Xbox controller. What does that do? Alright, that shows us the route. 25% occupancy. I'm going to go bloomin' bust. Okay, anyway, let's go. Turn heading 346. Right, so we're going to go on the nav. Heading, what was it? 346, I think he said. And maintain 8,500 feet. 8,500. Can I accept that? So, flaps control, flaps 15 will control, be on the controller basically. Throttle up, should be throttle up I think. Just making sure everything's right. We can look around with the right stick. Co-pilot's having a coffee or something somewhere. Right, so there's also views. I'm using the right stick now. We've also got this. Can we twiddle? No, we can't turn around in that one. So I basically want to see the artificial horizon, which would be good. So we've got flaps at 15, like I said. So I'm going to use the right shoulder button to power up. Going to correct the thing here. We don't use the rudders of this. We just use the yoke. I'm going to wait till we're about over 100 knots and pull back on the stick. I think we get a TIG or something when it's ready. Or we did move before when I was practicing. I think this should do. Gear is up. Trying to maintain a heading. Can I put the AP on now? Autopilot's on. Following the heading. Flaps 15. I think I can get rid of the flaps now by pressing X. Possibly reducing the throttle slightly. When we look at the world, you can see, yeah, where we're going. Waiting for instructions from ATC to change heading. Flaps are up, gear is up, autopilot's on, doing a speed of 166.67 knots. We're climbing to 3,000. Well, we're climbing to 8,000 really, aren't we? Because remember, this is set here, so just take that back. What else can we do? We can look at other aeroplanes, if we so desire. Just waiting for more instructions from the ATC. Hang on, what was that? Nothing, alright. Cameras. Oh yeah, oh that looks quite nice. I've turned most of the pixelation off. Just waiting for instructions. What's the views again? Oh yeah, also as I say, we can, if I use the mouse, oh hang on. No! Don't want the flaps on, sorry. Turn to heading 10. Enter. Maintain 8,500, so we can accept that. Turning to heading 10. As you can see, it's a very pixelated world, but it's a canny little thing. It costs less than £7. Oh, I keep putting the flaps on. Yeah, that's what I'm after. So if we go to the world, we'll see, yeah, we're on course. Ah, we're at Avignon. That must have been AVG, Avignon to, what was the other one? Nice. Ah, right. That's where we're going, from Avignon to Nice. I did not know. As I say, there are other passenger air traffic. We've got Aviation AN Anatolia 26 with 33 passengers going there. So the dials do kind of work. The spelling in it is pretty bad in a lot of places. The cabin is non-functional, of course, needless to say. There's no click to fly in here, I don't think. You can advance to the final leg. Nah, I want to continue on the route. Right, turn heading... Hang on. Turn heading 99. 99. 21534. 21534. That's pretty high. Accepting that, and we can watch our little plane do the business. I pan out with a mouse here, turn the right stick. How far out can it go? Alright, that's about the max. Okay, that's fine. Not bad, eh? We're climbing quite easily. I'm going to drop the throttle to 91. So it's quite a chill little game. I mean, there's a few things to learn, of course, which you would hope, or else it would be utterly boring. Some people have said it's too boring, there's not enough to do, which might be the case a bit later on when I've learned everything, but it's still a learning experience at the moment, so... So I presume, alright, so this would be the south of France we're looking at here. Is that zoomable? No. We're not quite dead on the course, but that's alright. We're slightly off. You can see we're in the compass, we see we're heading like almost, well, east-southeast, I guess you would say. 100 degrees. Drop the throttle to 87, save a bit of fuel. I don't know if that would be the case. Yeah, speed's dropped to 191, not 190. So it is dropping 189, don't want to drop too much. Maybe I'll put it back up to 90. As they don't drop out the sky. It could be embarrassing. Cabin is well appointed, if pixelated and low res, but that's alright. I don't really like low res games, but I think when you're flying high in the sky, and it's all right, isn't it? 185 knots. Did we actually? You don't specify what speed you go, do you? No. So yeah, there's the throttle quadrant, the yoke. And yeah, it is this. That looks like the left panel of a fighter jet, but we won't go into that. So I presume the little airport we can see on the very right of that screen is Nice Airport. There's other things we can move to. All right, you can speak to these. What can you say to her? How's everything in the cabin? It's looking crazy. There's a woman claiming she saw a reptilian. Jesus, I told you to hide the reptilian. Anything else? Ha 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 ha, says Antonia. Me, I smile back. 4? Right. What else can we... This is me. Yes, Captain? Did you check the airplane? The condition is good, Cap. We shouldn't have any problems. Can you be more specific? I'll just say thanks. So she must be cabin crew and he must be the co-pilot. I'm thinking, I don't know. It says, yes, Captain. Oh, God. Can you check the distance, please? Yes? Lagzana. I think that's supposed to say lasagna. Lost my appetite. And we can also go we can speed up the plane time here. We can alright, check on the cabin. We can actually check people's I think we can check passengers passports as well if you want. Yeah, about halfway. Here we go. So, CY240, turn heading 99. 99. And maintain 8,500. We're dropping down. 8500. Enter. Accept. Okay, and we can watch us doing that if you like. Right, we're going to speed up because we're dropping down. So I'm lowering the throttle with the left shoulder button, LB. I think this is an old World War II plane, by the way. Drop the throttle to 65% to compensate for these. Speeding up with the nose being downwards. Trying to hide that mouse button. Still looks airworthy though. Increasing throttle again, now the nose is coming up a bit. Give it about 200. Whether that's right, I haven't read the 500-page manual, which it doesn't have. So, there we are. Should I speed it up a bit, maybe? Hang on, we look like we're getting a bit low here. What the heck's going on? The mountains are only just underneath us. This is kind of accurate. It's like South. It's like going through those. Is it the Massif in France? We're not going to crash, are we? What the hell? Blimey. Just flying over the mountain tops. Hang on, I'm going to slow the thing down. I don't want to be approaching too fast. That's better. The change coming soon. Turn 128. One, two, 8. Enter. 5,500 feet. Right, there we go. Well, we turned. Well, we were turning. Right, that'll do. How are we in the world? Alright, fine. I'm a bit nervous about these mountains. A bit more throttle maybe. I don't want to be accused of crashing the mountains due to lack of throttle. We're not going to crash, are we? Good God. To me, that looks like it's going to crash. I mean, I'm no expert, but it looks like we're a bloody mountain. Maybe just... What? There we go. Turn 223. 2, 2, 3. 3, 5, 3, 7 feet. 3, 5, 3, 7. Enter. Accept. I can see the sea. It must be near Nice. Whoa, God. What the heck? I don't like it, Jim. What? Come on. Hey. But we're going to crash, I just know it. We're going through... Uh-oh. What the hell? That wasn't even my fault. Huh. Anyway, that's a quick look at legendary pilots. If you don't mind crashing at the sound of mountains. 30 miles from Nice. Buy a plane. What happens if I don't have any goddamn money now? You've got $18,000 to buy a plane with. I don't think that is possible. So, thanks for joining me here. Bye for now.